Hello YouTube makeup lovers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to Be Lounge Makeup, I really hope that you stick around and subscribe for more videos. So I'm here today with an Empties video. My Empties basket is overflowing with products that I'm very excited to share with you guys. I will let you know which products I am loving, which other ones I am not loving so much, and if I will repurchase them or not. Also, there is sort of an additional reason as to why my basket has been overflowing, and that is because I am also getting rid of some products because of two ingredients that I recently found out I was allergic or very sensitive to. So I just came back home from that doctor appointment, which I will tell you about right now. I checked through a ton of my products and a lot of them had these two ingredients that I was allergic to. So basically it all began with my eyes. I was having some major eye issues, major dryness. My lid felt super heavy. They really weren't even that itchy. It was just, or even that watery. It was just the heaviness of the lid. And then I constantly found myself like making like these weird like eye gestures, like moving my eyes. I feel like just trying to fight comfort for the eyes. So I ended up going to the eye doctor. He told me it was eye allergies, and then a friend of mine had recommended I go to an allergist. And when I went to the allergist, I did a chemical patch test, which is where they put a bunch of patches on your back with about 75 different ingredients to test if you are allergic or sensitive to these ingredients. So according to him, I was pretty lucky because I was only really allergic to two ingredients. And the first one is propylene glycol. And the second one, I cannot pronounce, it's a very long name. It's like Io something, Butaka or something. So I'm gonna write that down below so you can see it or on the screen right now so I can share which one that second ingredient is. And honestly, the second ingredient didn't really cause too much chaos in my life because I really couldn't find it in many of the products except for I think just one. But propylene glycol is in a lot of products. That's the one that really upset me. It was in most of my skincare products, most of my hair care products, a few of my makeup products. So I just decided to cut that ingredient from my life and just kind of see how my eyes were doing. It took a little bit. It's still not, I would say it's still not completely gone. I still get some of that allergy. So I don't know. It's just something, at first I was like, am I being too dramatic or too drastic in getting rid of everything? But I kind of find that maybe it's not that I cannot take that ingredient. I just think I was using it in excess quantities. Like if it was in my shampoo, it was in my conditioner, and think about it. When you rinse your hair, all that stuff, you know, can fall over your face. It was in all my skincare, and it was in some makeup products and some products that I was using every day. Like it was in my everyday concealer, it was in my everyday foundation. So I have a feeling it was like a little bit of overload of propylene glycol, and I don't think it's not supposed to be a bad ingredient, but some people can be sensitive to that ingredient, and apparently I am one of those individuals that is sensitive to propylene glycol. That's really the one that really affected me and that I had in a lot of products. So basically today I am going to share with you guys my Empties. Some of them I still love, some of them I'm just using up and I'm going to repurchase again. Others I did not like, and others I did kind of just get rid of because they had that ingredient. So we better get started because I have a lot of Empties to share with you. But basically the ingredient I'm probably gonna focus more on that is in these products is probably the propylene glycol. But something I thought was so crazy is that propylene glycol can also be found in store-bought salad dressings, which I thought was crazy that an ingredient that is in your shampoo, conditioner, and makeup is also in your salad dressing. So that I wasn't really too worried with because I don't really buy store-bought salad dressings. I've always been a vinegar and oil, lemon, simple type of salad dressing type of girl. And if I do want to do like a Caesar or like a blue cheese dressing, I love to do those homemade. So I don't really have to worry about that, but it's just kind of like weird, right? That your ingredient that goes on your face is also in your salad dressing, right? So I thought that was odd. And then another thing that makes it really complicated is that these ingredients have like 17 other names that mean the same thing. So it's very difficult to see if you're truly eliminating that ingredient from a product, or if you're really using a product that doesn't have that ingredient. Like, I know that another name for propylene glycol, according to the list that the doctor gave me, because the doctor did give me a list and told me this is the ingredient, these other 6 ingredients are the same thing, so avoid those. Propanediol was another one that he said is pretty much the same thing as propylene glycol. So again, a lot of makeup products have that. So now I'm watching out for both of those. So the cool thing is that at the doctor, they give you kind of like an app where they input your 2 ingredients and they let you download the app. The app is very tailored to what you're allergic to. The app tells you products that you can use that don't have the ingredients. Only thing is that the app doesn't have all those products. It has the more common products. A lot of brands are missing from that app. And then there's another site that I also found and downloaded, C Decoder. Also type in those ingredients, helps you find something. So there are some apps that do help you with kind of fishing out all these bad ingredients. So, well, not bad ingredients. I don't want to call them bad ingredients because what may be bad for me may not be bad for someone else. But you can kind of just pick those ingredients and it'll give you the list of products that don't have them. So there are things out there to help you out, but I just have to kind of get used to this and see how I do it. But anyway, so enough of my rambling. We better get started with my product empties, also known as products I've used up. The very first one is from Dr. Teal's, and this is the foaming bath with pure Epsom salt. This is the Relax and Relief with Eucalyptus Spearmint. This one I do love. I definitely want to repurchase. So far, these Dr. Teal's products that I know of have not been an issue for me, and I love the salts and I also love the foaming bath. So I will definitely buy this one again. Love the Eucalyptus Spearmint, also love the lavender. L'Oreal Magic Root Cover Up. This is actually the first time I think that I share this in an empties video. So I noticed that this is the first year of my life that I found I have had some gray hairs, and I think I noticed them a little bit more. Like now, I recently just did my hair. I recently did the balayage in my hair, but when you do the balayage, if I'm pronouncing that right, like I kind of switched from doing highlights to the balayage just because I didn't want such high maintenance hair. I feel like with the highlights, I would always want to redo my highlights and touch up my roots like every month and a half or every 2 months, and I just thought it was too much. With highlights, you kind of see like the line of where the highlights are, but I feel like with the balayage, it kind of just like blends in nicer. My natural like dark blonde root showing through, and I loved it. But I noticed I had some gray hairs, but I didn't want to go in for another hair treatment. I wanted to, you know, just let my hair rest. Now with this, I can do my hair every 6 months instead of every month and a half, 2 months. So I really love that about it. But I noticed the gray hairs this year for the very first time. Tried this dark root cover up, and it worked like a charm. Sometimes I would just really see the gray hairs kind of like in the front of my head. I didn't really tell when my hair was down, but you could tell when I was wearing a ponytail. So I would just grab this, spray a little bit in the root, and it was just like magically disappeared. So really liked it. Inexpensive from Amazon. I got the shade dark blonde. It worked like a charm, and I really liked it. First time I try something like that. For hand wash, I have the Mr. Meyer's Clean Day hand soap made with olive oil and aloe vera. This is the Rainwater scent. I've kind of switched my hand soaps from the Bath & Body Works hand soaps that I love and that smells so good, but that was one of the first products that I found really had the propylene glycol ingredient. I also had noticed that I would always get like some allergy on my hand here, and I didn't know what it was. I went to the derm. They were like, it's probably like some dermatitis of the hand. Well, I stopped using the Bath & Body Works and it went away. I have the Colleen Rothschild, the Quench and Shine Restorative Shampoo. Love the shampoo. Real repurchase. Extremely grateful it doesn't have any of the ingredients that I've suddenly allergic to. Also from the brand Coco and Eve, this is the Like a Virgin Super Hydrating Shampoo. This product also great shampoo. Just repurchased a brand new one. This one I get on Amazon. I love the way it makes my hair feel. So that is one that is definitely glad it's a keeper. From Briogeo, the Scalp Revival. This is a charcoal and coconut oil micro exfoliating shampoo. This is a really great shampoo. It smells very minty eucalyptus-y type of thing. It's kind of like a gray scrub type of thing. I left a little bit in there just to show you exactly what it looks like. This is a great product. I love it. I will be repurchasing it. The ingredients are great for me. It's just a really, really good shampoo. This is not one that I would use on a daily basis. Like these two, I can use on a daily basis. This one is something that I maybe use like once every 2 weeks, or you can even use it every week. Really, really enjoy it. From Peter Thomas Roth, this is the Therapeutic Sulfur Mask. This one I am getting rid of because it did have the ingredient. I looked it up and it does have it, even though this one didn't expire till 2 of 24. I was kind of disappointed because I really liked this mask. This is a really great sulfur mask. It's one that I would use kind of as like a spot type treatment if I had a pimple or if I had some breakouts. So this one, getting rid of it because it did have fabulous ingredient that now is like ruining my life. And for the Peter Thomas Roth one, that ingredient was like number 4 on the list. From the brand Farmacy, this is the Honey Potion Renewing Antioxidant Hydration Mask. This mask I actually really enjoyed. I felt like it was really good for hydration. It felt kind of soothing at the beginning, but the reason I'm actually getting rid of it is because 1, I think it's already been expired, and 2, the last couple times that I used it, it actually stung my skin, which I didn't like because when I took it off, my face was really red. So I don't know if maybe my skin is a little bit too sensitive to it, but it felt really nice when you apply it. It kind of feels nice and warm. You kind of put it on your face. It feels like very, very thick. It's a very, very thick consistency. Like look at this, how it is. As you mix it, it starts changing color and then it starts getting warm and it kind of turns into like a white mask. So I thought it was kind of cool, but I'm just getting rid of it because 1, I think my skin is a little bit too sensitive to it right now, and 2, because I think it's already getting a little bit old and I feel like it still smells like that honey type of scent, but I feel like the scent has changed a little bit, which tells me that it's already been probably more than 12 months since I've had this one. So time to get rid of it. I will not be repurchasing it. For the hair, from the brand Truss, this is the Frizz Zero. This is the liquid mask, and this was a really great mask that I think you can also use it outside of the shower. My hairstylist recommended that when I'm in the shower after I shampoo, I put this mask on when my hair is kind of damp and just kind of leave it in my hair for a little bit, maybe for like 10 minutes. It seems very, very oily and I loved using it, especially after doing my hair. It had the ingredient of propylene glycol pretty high up there in the list. So I still have a little bit less, but I stopped using it. Another product that really broke my heart that had that ingredient is the Deluxe Prime. This is one of the ones that I have, and this one I have like a brand new one, but it has that ingredient, so I have not been using it. But those are wonderful, wonderful hair products. If you're not sensitive to the ingredient, I definitely recommend the Deluxe Prime, and this one as well, especially if you do like any hair treatments or if you use any type of bleach to go a little bit more blonde or something like that. This is a really, really good product. So I have to find something to substitute this. Olaplex Hair Perfector in the number 3. This is one of the hair masks from the brand that I love. This is probably was my favorite one, but it does have the ingredients, so I'm gonna stop using this one. I will be getting rid of it and I will not be buying another one. Dirty Springwash Shower Gel from Lush. This is one of my favorite shower gels. I think it is amazing. This one also has the ingredient. That is why I'm getting rid of it, but this is like, it just smells so good. This one on the other hand, it is more towards the bottom of the list. It's actually the last ingredient on the list. So I don't know if I can get away with it. It's kind of like those things. Do I try? Do I not try? Let me know in the comments down below if you've dealt with something like this, how you handled it. Did you put those ingredients that you were sensitive to back into your routine, or did you just cut them off completely? Let me know your thoughts on that because I'm curious. Also, the Wow Dreamcoat Supernatural Spray. This one I'm getting rid of because it did have the ingredient, but this one, even if it didn't, I would not repurchase. I didn't love it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it deserves the hype. I actually included this in my last video, or my second to last video. I will include it down below of the products that I didn't think were worth the hype. And this is one of them, starting with the fact that you practically have to use the whole bottle on your hair to make it work because you pretty much have to drench your hair. This is not cheap. So not a fan of this one. From the brand Ness, This is the Moroccan Amber. This is the liquid soap. Love the Moroccan Amber scent. That is my favorite candle from Ness. So I usually had the liquid soap in my guest bathroom, so I just ran out of it. This is something that I would buy just for like the guests to use. From the brand Way, this is the volume spray. Love this volume spray. I used it up, but I will not be repurchasing because it does have propylene glycol. This is one that you apply really close to your root. I don't know if it goes through the scalp and causes the allergy. Honestly, the only thing I want to get rid of is just the discomfort in my eyes. That's the only thing I've actually really noticed. But this is a really great volume spray. I have to find another one that works for me. Their leave-in conditioner, though, on the other hand, does not have that ingredient. So I'm so excited because I love the Way leave-in conditioner. So this next product is not commonly found in my empties because I do not go through perfume as fast as I go through other products. But this is the Penhaligon's Bluebell perfume. And this is my ride or die perfume. I have been using this perfume, I don't know, for over 15 years already. This is my go-to. I have already bought this one and a backup just because it was always sold out. I wanted just to make sure that I always have one backup on hand. Love it. Use this one up. It just smells like a dream. They say that this is the one that Princess Diana used to use from Penhaligon, so maybe that's why it's so popular and it's always selling out. I didn't know that. Pretty Fitter Waterful Glow Cream from Touch and Soul is the brand. This is a face cream. Oh, I got rid of it because this one expired. It still smells so good. Sometimes I wonder about these expiration dates because it still smells perfect. This is a really nice daytime cream. I actually don't even know if it has the ingredients. Forward, if I were to repurchase something, that's like the first thing I'm looking at. But this was a really good one. Again, I only got rid of it because it already expired. I appreciate this actually has an expiration date on the bottom of the package. But this was a very nice, very light cream. I feel like it's like a fluffy, bouncy cream. This is one that I would use during the daytime. So the next three skincare products definitely had the ingredient or the propanidol version of the ingredient, so I'm getting rid of them. I pretty much had already used this one up. The very first one is from the brand Farmacy, and this is the Feeling Good Hyaluronic Acid Plumping Serum. This is a great serum. I love the brand Farmacy, but this one had the propanidol in it, which I understand is the same thing as propylene glycol. From Kate Somerville, the Goat Milk Moisturizing Cleanser. This is one that I'm getting rid of. I pretty much almost used it up, but I love this one. I would have definitely repurchased it, but it does have the ingredient, so I'm getting rid of it. And the skincare product, I think, that broke my heart the most, that had the ingredient and very high up on the list, is Tatcha. My Tatcha, the Dewy Skin Cream, which I love. I think I said it in, was it my year-end favorites? I don't know when I said this or in a previous video, that I had finally found my go-to moisturizer that I would repurchase again and again. And it was this one, so I'm so upset because this is such a delicious moisturizer. It's like a fluffy purple delicious cream. It's great for my dry skin and I loved it so much, but used it up, had already bought a brand new one, and I found out that it had the ingredients, so I ended up giving the brand new one to my mom. Naturium, I used up the Perfector Salicylic Acid Body Wash. Really like the Naturium body washes. This one kind of annoyed me. The pump wasn't working all that great. I have the oil one in the shower right now, and the pump for that one works fine. So I think maybe it was just this one, but I do like to use the salicylic acid on my body, especially on the arms for the little bumps that you get on your arms. Next from Chanel, this is the makeup removing oil. Really enjoyed this oil. I will definitely repurchase it. I don't know when I'm gonna repurchase it because I tend to like the cleansing balms a little bit better, but that one was a really good oil. From Charlotte Tilbury, I used up the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. I was in the shade For Neutral. Loved this foundation. Was about to repurchase it. Thank God I didn't because it has the ingredient. Then for conditioner, I have to get rid of the Salerm hair mask. This is one that had the ingredient and I loved it. My conditioners majorly took a toll with my little allergy. This one is one that looks like green. It looks like a weird green color, but it smells so good. And also another one that you always see in my empties, the silicone mix That it was a really nice, not too expensive hair mask that you can buy on Amazon. That I think was the only product that had both ingredients that I was allergic to. And that one, I had just bought a brand new one. This one, I bought a brand new one. Ended up giving them away to my mom and my sister because they love them. Make your hair smell so good. But for me, they were filled with that ingredient, top of the list. I was thinking that maybe those were the two products that maybe caused the more damage with my allergy. Then we have from Naturium, this is the benzoyl peroxide cream cleanser, 5%. This was a really good one. I would basically use this one in the shower, and I would use it more on my body than like on my face. From Kate Somerville, this is the resurfacing overnight peel. This is a peel that has glycolic acid, I believe, is like the main ingredient, and I would use it at night. And just this, you would just pretty much wash your face, and then once you have a clean face, only apply this. I wouldn't layer any other products. It would work really, really nicely, make your skin feel nice and bright. It would cause me to peel a little bit a couple days later, but then after, your skin looked beautiful, but it has the ingredients, so I will not be repurchasing. The brand Olaplex, I used up the Blonde Enhancer Toning Shampoo. This one is kind of like the purple shampoo for blondes, but I like the, I think it's the Amica one a lot better. Two products from the brand Elemis for removing your makeup. The first one is the Elemis Superfood AHA Glow Cleansing Butter, and I also have the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. By far, out of these two, this one is so much better, and this is the only one that I would be repurchasing. This one, I didn't love all that much. I also don't feel that it really took off the makeup as great as this butter, or I'm sorry, as this balm. This one is the butter. Really love the balm. Definitely will be repurchasing it. This one, I still have a little bit left, which I'll probably use today to remove my makeup when I finish filming, but the cleansing balm is amazing, and I like it in the original, in the yellow one. I know that they have different ones that come in different like scents or different colors. I would definitely continue repurchasing the yellow one. This butter, I will not be repurchasing again. Let's do a quick little round of smaller makeup products from the brand Benefit. This is the Bad Gal Bang Mascara. Definitely a go-to mascara, love it, will continue repurchasing. From Benefit, the Roller Lash Eyeliner. This one I love when it's a fresh, brand new one, but it dries up really, really fast. I also really love the brown, but it just dries up too fast. Most likely will not be repurchasing unless I get a weakness, not worth the money. Anastasia Beverly Hills, this is the Brow Definer. I use the shade Blonde. Really, really love it, but my new go-to pretty much brow pencil is from Kosas. This is the Brow Pop, and in that one I use the shade Taupe. So both are really great brow products, but for now my go-to is the Kosas. So this is one that I have already actually repurchased. From Ilia, this is the Limitless Lash Mascara. This one is also a very good mascara. I would definitely repurchase it, but I tend to like the Benefit ones the best. This one and the Roller Lash, I would say, are my two go-tos, and they don't seem to have that ingredient. Another one that did have the ingredient that broke my heart is the Lancome, the Lash Idole. I had just bought a fresh one, and then I read that it had the ingredient, so I gave it to my sister. Hourglass, this is their Vanish Stick Foundation. I use the shade Shell. This one I'm getting rid of. I think it's just because it was a little bit older, or maybe it also had the ingredient now. I just can't remember because I started this Empties bin before I found out about the Propylene Glycol allergy. I won't be repurchasing it. I didn't really love this stick foundation. I enjoyed it. I used it. I enjoyed it for a little while, but then sometimes it was just a little bit harder for me to blend it in with my dry skin. Not that it doesn't glide on nicely, but it's not one that I was gravitating towards all that much. So I think I'm just gonna skip purchasing this one. From Lush, this is the Magic Crystals Shower Scrub. Love this shower scrub. Unfortunately, it does have the propylene glycol. Let me see if I can open it. It's kind of like a purple color. I pretty much use this one all up. From the brand Skin Fix, this is the Glycolic Renewing Scrub. This is for the body. This is like a pre-shower type of exfoliator. You can also use it in the shower, but I felt like it worked better when you used it before. I would kind of use it on my, what is it? Is it called Keratosis pilaris, the KP? for the arms, but I will not be repurchasing this one. I like the one from First Aid Beauty the best, the KP scrub. That to me is my favorite one, so I'm gonna go back to getting that one. In fact, I've already repurchased the KP one. Power 28, this is the Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF 30. I feel like this is more like a very light skin tint type of product, very like, almost like a tinted moisturizer, but it just has the sunscreen. This one I ended up just getting rid of because it says it expired August 23. I kind of threw it out a little bit before just because I felt that the scent had changed. I don't think I'll be repurchasing this one. I have other ones that I like, but it wasn't a bad one. It was a very good one. From Medic 8, this is the Crystal Retinol 6. This is my go-to retinol. I already used up 2 6s. So for Medic 8, they have different levels of this Crystal Retinol. I started off with a level 3 when I first tried it. I think I used 2 or 3 up of the 3. Then I went to the 6. I used 2 of the 6, and I just recently bought my first, and now I moved up to a level 10. Brand Fresh, I used up the Sugar Face Polish. This is the one that has strawberry seeds. I really don't use that many physical exfoliants. I tend to use more of a chemical exfoliant, but when I did use a physical, this was my go-to one, the Sugar Face Polish. Loved it, used it up, was about to buy a new one, but then I checked and it has the ingredients, so I could not buy a new one of that one. So now I need to find another one. Also getting rid of this Rowan Beauty eyeshadow palette. This is in the Gold Lush. This one I bought because it was very heavily recommended. I had heard that it was great. It has like 4 cream shadows. I love cream shadows. The ones that I love the most are the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. Those are by far for me the best. My go-to color is the Oyster Pearl. And I wanted to test this one out just to test something new, but I just didn't love them all that much. They also dried up very, very fast. I mean, there's still color in here. They're just so sticky. But this is what they look like. I was just kind of disappointed. A lot of people do enjoy them. I just personally didn't. I thought they got too thick, too dried up. I ended up dragging my eyes with them. I didn't really enjoy them. I was very upset because they all seem so cool, and I was like, should I get another color? But I didn't really love it all that much. From Colleen, this is the Beauty Elixir. Love this product. Have already repurchased it. I can definitely continue using it. It doesn't have that ingredient. From SkinCeuticals, this is the CE Ferulic Combination Antioxidant. This is their vitamin C. This apparently is like the vitamin C that started all the vitamin C's. Apparently SkinCeuticals for the CE Ferulic was the brand that did all the research. 15% L-ascorbic acid, 1% alpha tocopherol, and 0.5% ferulic acid. I used this up. I don't know if I noticed a big difference. This is a very, very pricey vitamin C, but I really wanted to test it out and see what the hype was all about. I used it up. I enjoyed it. I feel like my skin has maintained itself pretty well. I feel like now I'm going through a little bit of a breakout, like especially under this area. I don't know if because I changed a lot of my skincare ingredients because I discovered, you know, that allergy. So maybe that change is just getting used to the new products I'm using. But this one, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Did I notice such a big difference that I want to spend over 150 bucks? I forgot how much this was. Is it like 180 or something? I know it's over $100, but I don't think I do. I don't think I noticed enough difference for me to invest again in this one. So for now, the one I repurchased was the vitamin C from the brand Medic 8, just because I had so much great luck with their retinol that I wanted to try out their vitamin C. So that one I'm using right now. I can't tell you how it's doing because I recently started using it maybe like 3 to 4 weeks ago. It's a different consistency, a little bit more oily. It doesn't have that hot dog juice smell that this one has. This one has like a bad smell. A lot of these vitamin C ones do. So the Medic 8 one smells actually pretty good. So just testing that one out. I'll keep you guys posted on that one. From the brand Crave, this is the Great Barrier Relief. Absolutely love this product. This is a product, I would use it when I felt that my skin was out of whack and I did not know what to do. I would just use this product. It apparently it's like resetting your skin back to normal. But I can't repurchase it because it does have the ingredient, so I will not be repurchasing it, but it was really, really good. So if you're looking for something like that, this Great Barrier Relief one is a really good product. I'm just gonna kind of cut it off for a little bit. From La Roche-Posay, this is the Anthelios Tinted Mineral SPF 50. This is one that I really, really love. You can get this at CVS, readily available, really good. You can also buy it on Amazon. I like it. It's a liquid one that you really, really have to shake, but I really love the way that sunscreen looks on me, and it also gives you a nice little tint that does wonders under the makeup. From Farmacy, this is the Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Moisturizer. This is one that I used up and I loved it. I don't know if I'm gonna be repurchasing it just because I have other ones that I recently just opened. I haven't checked the ingredients on this one, so I don't know if I can, but I did use this up and I really did enjoy it. So I do recommend it. I just don't know if I'll be able to continue using it. Also from Farmacy, this is the Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. This is one that I got from those sets that come out in the holidays, which I hope that they come up with another one now during the Sephora sale in November. This one is like the peachy one. I like the original one, the main one. It does not have the ingredient. That's like one of the first things I checked. This is probably like my #1 favorite cleansing balm, the original one without like the different smells, the different scents. So really, really good one. Highly recommend the Farmacy cleansing balm. From Dr. Dennis Gross, this is the Lightweight Wrinkle Defense SPF 50. This is like, no, sorry, SPF 30. This is one that I wanted to test out. It's almost full, but I hated this SPF. Did not like using it. It leaves a white cast. It's hard to blend out. There was something about the sunscreen that I truly just did not like. I did not enjoy using it, so I just couldn't even finish it up. I was just like, I'm just gonna get rid of it. I'm not even gonna give it away because I just did not like it at all. From Tatcha, this is the Rice Wash. Loved this cleanser. Had just bought a brand new one. It's amazing. It's from their purple line from Tatcha, which I love, but it has the ingredients, so I stopped using it. I have a couple more of these stick foundations, like the Hourglass one that I just shared. This is from Makeup Forever. This is the Ultra HD Foundation Stick. This I would say is probably my favorite of the foundation sticks. This is one that I would repurchase. It doesn't smell bad. It still smells good, but I know that I've had it for over a year, so I'm definitely getting rid of it. But this is one that I would definitely repurchase. I use a shade Y325. Then this is from the brand Bare Minerals. This one is the Complexion Rescue one, and this is in the shade Buttercream. This one is a very nice one as well. Blended out nicely, but again, I didn't love it all that much. Like, I would use it. I felt like the color matching was kind of hard with this one, just like I felt with the Hourglass Vanish. Like, finding my perfect shade wasn't the easiest. But the Bare Minerals, just like the Hourglass, it was kind of like, eh. Tower 28 mascara, really loved it. Really great mascara, would definitely repurchase. From Fenty, this is the Ease Drop Skin Tint. This was probably the first skin tint that I ever fell in love with. Love it. I am in the shade #5. I would definitely repurchase this one because it is just so good, because you can go from a light coverage to a medium coverage. Feels beautiful on the skin. I'm also really excited to try out the stick that just came out. So I might just try out the stick just to try something new, but if not, this is definitely one that I will be repurchasing. From Laneige, I used up both of this lip products. This one is the Lip Treatment Balm. This one was okay, but I think it was time to get rid of it. It's fine. Didn't love it. My #1 go-to is still the Sarah Hap Lip Slip. That one I loved. And the second favorite was the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This one I would always purchase, especially in the holidays when they would come out with all these different colors and these different sets. But unfortunately, this one has the propylene glycol ingredient, so I cannot continue purchasing it, or I will not continue purchasing it for a little bit just to see how it goes. But this is actually a really good lip product. The brand Aveda, this is the Heat Relief Thermal Protector and Conditioning Mist. This is one that I love. This was my go-to heat protectant, but now I need to find a new one because it does have propanidol in it. Low Recipe Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum. This is actually one that I had bought for travel so that I wouldn't travel with a SkinCeuticals one just because it was so pricey, and it's just like a different type of glass bottle that I wanted to protect. So I ended up buying like a cute little set of 2 travel products. They had this one and their hyaluronic acid serum, which I love the brand Glow Recipe. So this one I used up. This is a really good vitamin C. I'm not sure if I will repurchase it. Haven't really checked the ingredients on that one, but right now I'm using, like I said before, the Medic 8. From Givenchy, this is the Prisma Libra foundation. This was actually a really good foundation. I reused it, I enjoyed it. There's actually still a lot left. The pump for this one did not work on me the whole time. I was dealing with like a broken pump, and I'm getting rid of it because it does have the ingredient. So I was very disappointed. This was fairly new, but I'm not giving it away just because it was a little messy and the pump was just not collaborating. From Origins, this is the Ginseng SPF 40. This is a tinted moisturizer. I actually really enjoyed this one. I used to love this ginseng line. I have not bought anything from Origins in a little bit, but maybe I will try to check out another one of these. From IT Cosmetics, this is the Bye Bye Breakout Full Coverage Treatment Concealer. This is a really good one. I liked it because it has a little bit of medicine. You can put it on your pimples or any breakout that you might have and you blend it in. I didn't really use it all that much. It's not something that you need. I mean, you can literally just put, right, some sort of pimple cream or benzoyl peroxide or something for your pimple and then just cover it up with concealer. But this I like because it was just kind of like a quick little fix, dab it on your pimple, and it has already the medicine and it's already tinted. Next product from Paula's Choice is probably one of the products that I may continue using and just risk it all, because this is a 10% azelaic acid booster, and this is one that I would love to use in the chin area for like those hormonal breakouts. It has licorice and it has salicylic acid. And I feel like the minute I stopped using it, I started getting those breakouts again. I stopped using it because it does have the propylene glycol. If I use it down here, is it really gonna affect my eyes? You know, so this is one that I may or may not repurchase. It's a really, really good azelaic acid. It's not easy to find an azelaic acid without that ingredient because I've checked other ones and they all have it. Today's filming, I'm pretty much using some natural light. I do have the ring light like at a very low lighting level, but I feel like the sun has gone down a little bit, so I hope the lighting is not too bad. I'm trying out this place for filming and I need to definitely improve. I noticed in like my last couple videos, every time I would hit the table, it would make like noise because the microphone is here, and when I play them back on the camera, I can't really hear anything until I'm editing is when I notice. So I'm sorry the last couple videos had some sound issues or they were just not perfect. So let me know how you like this background, or if you want me to go back into the beauty room, because I can do that too. I was just trying something else out, and here it's like so easy just to set up here in my living room table. Just noticed the light went down, so I increased the light a little bit. But let me know. I'm trying to always improve the lighting. I'm not the best at that. So the last product I have is from the brand Algenist. This is the Genius Liquid Collagen. This is actually like the second bottle I used of this, and I always wonder and I get a little bit skeptical of these like collagen products. Like, do they really work? Do they not work? I feel like it helps you feel a little bit plumper once you use it, but then you just go back to normal. I'm not sure. I'm getting rid of it because I stopped using it for a little bit, so I'm pretty sure it's expired, but I will not be repurchasing it. It's also expensive. I rather invest, right, in my retinol or in my vitamin C. I just want to really quickly share with you guys the products that I set aside that I'm not using anymore because of the allergy, but that really, really broke my heart. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, the product I think that broke my heart the most that has a propylene glycol is the Bioderma Micellar Water, the pink one. That was like my go-to micellar water. I already had 2 backups. That's like the micellar water that I think was like the holy grail. I think it's the best micellar water out there, the Bioderma one, and it has the ingredient. And that is one that I would literally put in a cotton oval and just like put it all over my eye to help me remove my makeup. So that one I'm not using anymore. I ended up buying a new Caudalie one, makeup remover that does not have the ingredient, but that one really, really hurt having to stop using the Bioderma. I gave those to my mom and my sister. But other makeup products here that I have that also have one of the ingredients that I can't use, mainly it's the propylene glycol, that really broke my heart, are my concealers. Like both of the concealers that I had been using for a while, which are the Milk Concealer. This is the Future Fluid Concealer, and the Huda Faux Filter Concealer. They both have propylene glycol, and these were pretty much the concealers that I was using this past year. They're the best. They're so good. So I already went back to my Dior one and my Hourglass concealer that I used to use all the time. So really disappointed about that, but I did want to share since we were kind of on the allergy conversation for this video. And I had just bought the corrector that just came out. Loved it. This is the Faux Filter Corrector. I got the shade Peach. I love using correctors. I've been using correctors for years. The corrector that I use a lot is the Eve Pearl Salmon Concealer. And I was so excited when Huda Beauty came out with a corrector. It worked like a charm. I was so happy about it. Then I got my allergy results, and this also has it. So these are like the products that I'm kind of saving. I don't want to give them away or throw them out just yet, just because I want to see if I incorporate 1 or 2 items, if I will still have the eye allergy, because it has gotten so much better. Also, like I've done other things, like I've had eye drops now that I use. I do warm compresses at nighttime for like 15 minutes. I buy like the iPad on Amazon. You put it in the microwave for like 20 seconds. That's really helped. So I am doing other things to help out, but yeah, it's just kind of figure out what is working for me. From Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Setting Spray has it, and also the Hollywood Flawless Filter. So these are 2 products that I absolutely loved that I'm not using anymore just because of that. Also from Charlotte Tilbury was the Beauty Light Wand. This is in the Spotlight. This was a beautiful highlighter, such a good product. And another one that had the ingredient, which this is probably one of the only powder products that had the propylene glycol. Most of the other blushes or powders or shadows, I haven't found that had it, but the Persona blushes, they have them, the powder ones. This is the Super Blush. I have it in the Bubble and in the Caramel. I was just like, the Bubble, thank God the multi-sticks, the cream ones don't have it, but the powder ones do have it. YSL, the new, this is like the new skin tint. Really love the skin tint. I haven't found the heart to get rid of it, but this one also had it. Definitely more products in here that I also found that had the ingredient, like the Tatcha, like the Silk Canvas, some of the Milk products, but the ones I shared are really the ones that were truly favorites of mine that really, I was so disappointed. So that is pretty much it. I really hope that you enjoyed this Empties video. As always, I will go ahead and list all the products I mentioned in the description box down below, just in case you want to check them out, or if I didn't say the full name or the shade or anything like that. As always, I am so thankful that you are watching my videos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and want to see more videos like this from me, and also subscribe to my channel before you go, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye.